Yar, mateys. Okay, we're getting to some interesting and slightly advanced stuff here, so well done if you got this far. So, what we're doing is we're going to be making a displacement map, because we have this here, this big displacement texture. And we haven't really talked about this before in our basic materials section, but this is an important part of modern game engines, because what a displacement map does is it basically fools the game engine in a way into thinking that this mesh here has a lot more polygons than it already does. Now we're going to be using a couple of these, so I'm just going to drag out LOD5 as well, which is our very basic one, and I'm going to apply this material to it. Okay, so you can see they're kind of the same, although this one is a bit rougher and chunkier looking really than the other one. However, they've both got more or less the same level of detail. It's just, you'll know yourself if you play video games, when you're getting close it's kind of, well, that's a very straight jaggedy edge, as opposed to that one. Don't get me wrong, rock is supposed to be jaggedy, but anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to open up our original Icelandic rock material. Okay, and what we need is we need a displacement material. So if I just click on the top where it says Icelandic Rock 1, you'll see in the left here we've got all these different options for the kinds of materials we can have. Now what we are interested in is, if I just scroll down, you'll see we have this type of tessellation. Now we need direct 3D 11 for this, which is your DirectX version 11, or it won't work. And we've got two different kinds, simple and spline based. Well, let's go for simple first, okay? And what you'll notice is that world displacement and the tessellation multiplier are now lit up, which means we can use them. So I'm going to take these three and put them away. So I'm going to press C and type base materials. Remember, you should really have watched the introduction to basic materials if you want to really understand a little bit more of what's going on over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to import my displacement material. There it is there. And I'm just zooming in and out a bit so I can kind of get to where I need to be. Okay then. Now what I need to do with this is I need to multiply it by a number. So I'm going to press M and just left click and I get this multiply function. And I'm going to grab the RGB output and put it into A. Now don't worry if this is confusing, I'll try and explain more about this as we go along, but you know, it's not really too difficult to work a lot of these things out. Now I'm multiplying this by a number, and that number will kind of well, it will brighten this up basically for when we send it to the next function. So I'm going to press 1 and just click, and that'll give me the number 0, and I'm just going to drag that into there like that. Okay, so now we have that multiply in place. Now this number here is all down to how tessellated things are going to be. So I'm going to stick this as maybe 5, okay? And then in the next one I'm going to stick another multiply because I want to multiply it by something else. I'll put that there. And then if I just move the entire lot just down a little bit to make some space, right click, and I want to find my normal. So what I mean by that is, again, we're talking about the material tutorial, so hopefully you've done that. This is going to look for a vertex normal. Okay, so there we are, vertex normal WS, and it's going to multiply the vertex normals by this value here, and then it's going to stuff it into our world position offset. Just keep an eye up here. It takes slightly longer to calculate, and then for the world displacement, well, this is how much it displaces. So I'm going to press 1 and just drag that to there, and then inside here I can stick a number, so maybe, I don't know, maybe 10. And just wait, and you can see something's already happened over here. So if I was to just kind of zoom in a little bit. Whoops, not too much. Okay, you can see that it's now a bit more pointy and a bit more detailed than it was. Now I'm going to pull this down a bit to about 5, and it'll look like it uninflates a little bit. There we go. That should probably be enough, and I can adjust that more if I need to. And I'm just going to click Save. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I can put some comments in this. See where it says material expression? So I'm going to put strength. Okay, and then over here would be detail. And then if I just wrap the entire lot up and just press C, and this is our displacement map, like that. Okay, and I can just drag that out of the way now, and you have got this lovely complicated little map. Okay, now I'm just going to close that down. Yes, I do want to apply the changes. So this will apply the materials now. Just give it a moment. There. Okay, so now you're going to be hard pressed really to tell the difference between the two models at all, because of course one's using displacement and one isn't. But what I normally do is I kind of go for a middle option, maybe this rock here, and put that one there like that, and that way I still have, you know, a few thousand polygons, but I also have the detail that I wanted for the rock. Okay, so in the next part I'm going to show you how to put this rock around your lighthouse, and that's just going to be using the move, rotate and scale tools, and of course duplicating it. So I shall see you in the next part, and remember, if you've got any questions, just fire them off to Facebook, or you can send me a message via Discord, or you can send an email. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.